This video is brought to you by Loot Crate. Head today to lootcrate.com/reviewtechusa and enter the code RTU to save 10% on any subscription plan. Skip it up and that up. So we all know that Microsoft is bringing DirectX 12 to the Xbox One, and ever since that's been announced, we've heard everyone and their mother giving an opinion on it, whether it be a developer, whether it be a fanboy, whether it be a Microsoft hater. We've had people say it's going to do absolutely jack shit for the console and it's not really going to make a difference. And then we've had other people saying that it's going to, allow the Xbox One to cure cancer and, take over the world. There's been like no in between. Well, today someone made a realistic claim about what DirectX 12 is going to do for the Xbox One, and he kind of deflated everyone's expectations. Now, who do you think this would be? Would it be Shuhei Yoshida from Sony? Nope. Would it be Reggie Fils-Aimé from Nintendo? It sounds like those are the two who would really probably say something, right? Nope. It's Xbox division head Phil Spencer. He brought everyone's expectations back down to earth. He made a claim. He actually talked about it, I should say, on Twitter, and this is what he had to say. It will help developers on Xbox One. It's not going to be a massive change, but will unlock more capability for developers. So there you have it. Here is the guy, the champion of the Xbox One. He works for Microsoft. He gets a check cut from them. And he is telling you, okay, you can't hate on Phil Spencer. If you're a Microsoft fanboy or Xbox fanboy, this is your messiah right here. He's telling you, chill with the Xbox One talk. Yeah, it's going to streamline a couple things, but it's not going to, be this major overhaul in hardware performance like you've been hearing. It's coming out of Phil Spencer's mouth. Now, if you had common sense, like most of the time I do, you already realize this, okay? It's going to make a bigger difference on PCs where you have all different drivers to deal with, you have different sets of hardware, but with consoles, you're already pretty much down to the metal. That's one of the benefits of consoles over PC, is that when a developer makes a game for a console, if they're making a game for the Xbox One, all the millions of Xbox Ones out there have the same CPU, have the same GPU, have the same RAM, all the same hardware. So they were already in a position where they could already take advantage of the hardware. So minus maybe a couple tweaks like Phil Spencer said, it isn't going to make that big of a deal for the Xbox One when they utilize DirectX 12 for it. Like he said, some things are going to become a little more efficient, but it's not going to be like a total overhaul where it's going to be like a completely different system. Once again, for PC, it's a little bit different. But for consoles, it's not really going to make a difference. And Phil Spencer, I'm glad, it's so refreshing to see honesty from a studio head where it's in basically his best interest not to be honest. We see it all the time where they blow things out of proportion to hype people up, to get them amped, hoping that it'll turn into sales, and it ends up being a complete crock of shit. I mean, you kind of saw that too with Mantle for AMD when they came out with their own custom API. AMD came out with their own custom API, and they were like, oh, when Mantle comes out, it's going to change everything. Wait till you see it with Battlefield 4. It's never going to be the same. We're going to crush NVIDIA. And it comes out, and it hits with a resounding thud. Yeah, there were performance improvements, but it wasn't like, everyone ran out and put all their NVIDIA cards on eBay to buy an AMD card so they could utilize Mantle. NVIDIA's made claims like about that before too. Believe me, they're not innocent by any stretch of the imagination. But I knew this from history. Whenever there's big claims like this, just a lot of times it's fluff and hype and bullshit, and I'm glad to see the Microsoft Xbox division studio head saying, hey guys, ain't gonna be that big of a deal. I'm really liking this guy. I see him making a lot of smart decisions. I see him being honest, and I think he's a cool dude. I really like him. He gets my thumbs up. So, alright folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.